It's annoying, isn't it, when good friends suddenly don't become good friends anymore? You know, they say the wrong thing and perhaps you sideline them and you think, maybe they're not on my side anymore. This seemingly is something of a regular occurrence in the world of Harry and Meghan. And I'm not being sort of, slight about that. When you look at the people that have gone through that revolving door of Archwell, you do kind of think exactly how long does friendship last with them? Seemingly until you cross them, particularly in public. And as ever, this is going to be a big problem for Prince Harry because now he has obviously removed a lot of his close friends from many years ago in order to please the very woke wife that is Meghan Markle. Whichever way you look at it, the signs were there from the off, and she didn't like individuals that he was dealing with, so consequently he dropped them, moving forward. But what's interesting here is recent events have taken a turn for the worst, particularly for one close friend. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. Hope you're all keeping well, whatever you're doing today. Yes, we saw, didn't we, Prince Harry sitting down for those numerous interviews now on television with people like Stephen Colbert, Anderson Cooper, Tom Bradbury, all of that sort of stuff. There were going to be more. The guy on GMA, I thought he did a good job, actually, Michael Strachan. But, limited by time, breakfast telly, they don't really want to give you that much. And they realised, in fact, Good Morning America, that basically they didn't have much. That's the reason why they duffed it down to the item 5 when it was really released in the end, because tried his best, but he's kind of on autopilot, Prince Harry, wasn't he? A little bit boring. But now you see what's gone wrong is this, and it's very difficult because if you sit down at a thing like that, and I've done those sort of interviews, it can backfire on you. Now, Tom Bradbury over here is the host of News at 10, a little watched ITV news bulletin every night on the main channel, the commercial channel ITV. Also a former friend of Prince William and Catherine, but then he fell foul of them after that particular interview with Harry and Meghan out in Africa, where they moaned about the difficulties of royal life. All the while they're surrounded by poverty and anguish. Didn't bother Harry and Meghan, of course. But then fast forward to 2023, Tom was handpicked by Harry to interview him for the UK segment of his publicity book, Spare. And that was done over in California. And I think I told you, they had to sign documents, weren't allowed to say things, all of that sort of stuff well in advance. Everything was going well, according to that source, until Tom had the tenacity to ask this question. Now, if you remember, of course, it was the moment where Tom decided to say about, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle calling the British monarchy racist. He claimed they didn't. That was the press. Nothing to do with him, or indeed Meghan. In fact, he cited, Meghan never said it. Well, she did, actually, to Oprah Winfrey about the skin tone conversations. Several, she said, in fact, Harry. So listen back, cloth ears, because you clearly can't remember. But what's interesting here is because of Tom having the, audacity as a journalist to put that question towards him and leaving Tom on camera actually really stunned by Harry's response. In fact, he blew out his cheeks and raised his eyebrows. Everybody looked as if, what? Harry was not taking the blame. According to that good source, this is now, shall we say, allegedly soured close friendships. So you see, bit by bit, Tom Bradbury, by doing that particular interview, may have been wise to stick to the friendship, good guidance, and of course, the niceties of Catherine and William. But he decided to go down the route of Harry and Meghan. And like so many people, is now founding that famous phrase which comes to mind, you've been markled. And also, where does this leave his journalistic career? Well, not great, in fact, because many people believe, when you think about it, that he should have gone in harder. But knowing how those situations are set up, it is a little bit difficult. I'm not defending him as such, but I know the problems that you have. If Harry walks out, you've lost at great expense the potential of an interview. Either way, things did not go to plan for either Tom, more importantly though, for Prince Harry, who seemingly now is looking around for the next victim to sit down and interview him. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.